Welcome to another edition of the Superintendent Spotlight on Education in Avery County. And with me today is a fine group of Interact Club members. And this is the first year in many years we've had Interact at Avery High School. And I'll start over here to my left with our sponsor and ask them to introduce themselves. And since she's not in a grade at Avery High School, what she teaches, and then what grade the rest of you are in.
I'm Shelby Barrier. I am a math teacher at the high school and co-sponsor of Interact Club for the second year now.
My name is Destrian Paduglia. I am in Interact Club, and I am in 10th grade right now.
Okay.
My name is Jackson Presnell. This is the second year I've been at Interact, and I'm a junior at Avery High School.
My name is Cassie Harris, and this is my second year in Interact Club, and I'm a junior as well.
Okay. Cassie, since you've got the mic, tell us why you joined Interact. What was the reason that you chose Interact over several other clubs at Avery High School?
I think what really drew me to Interact Club was that it was the first year coming back to the high school after already being there. And I was like, what a great opportunity to say I was one of the first ones to be in the club after it had been gone for so long, and to start something new at the high school and get more people involved in that.
Okay. Jackson, what about you?
Well, it's kind of along the same lines as Cassie said. It was a chance to start something at the high school, to be an official charter member of that. And Miss Barrier, she was one of my favorite teachers, so she had a big influence on me joining the club with her being the sponsor of it. So.
It's a good grade already today. You earned a good grade. What about you, Dax?
Same pretty much as they already touched on. Miss Barrier is an awesome teacher, and I really wanted to get on the whole Interact, helping everybody out. And same thing they kind of said.
Now, Miss Barrier, the reason you sponsored Interact or co-sponsoring it with Miss Hurst is why?
We got the opportunity. So last year was Ms. Hurst and my first year, both of us. We really wanted to focus on something that could help the community and the school that we could be a part of. And so the opportunity presented itself, and we jumped on it, and we had a great response with the students. There's some service events already taking place with Avery High School, but this has a supportive Rotary Club, and so we've been able to do some great events. We've got support, and then there's some opportunities for our students that have just been phenomenal.
Very good. Jackson, what are some of the activities you've enjoyed this year?
Well, we worked Oktoberfest this year, the big German festival up on Sugar Mountain, and that was a unique experience. I would say I had a pretty good time up there.
You have a good time most any place you are.
I'm pretty easygoing. I have a good time.
I've noticed that. Yeah.
But we set up this little play area for the kids while their parents were out doing things that the kids probably wouldn't find interesting. We had inflatable, the slides and all that stuff. So they had a really good time, and we were just there with them.
Okay.
So.
Cassie, anything comes to mind that you've enjoyed this year?
Well, we also have more upcoming events in Interact. We have the Birthday Bash, which is this Saturday, at the Humane Society for their 4th annual year. And we help promote the Humane Society at our club at the high school, and we're really involved in that. A lot of people have went to the Humane Society to get like a certification kind of thing, to go to the Humane Society to help gain community service hours and help out with the animals there. And that's really been a big hit. We also have another upcoming event that's in June, which is, that's a run, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's Paws for Calls 5K and Doggy Fun Run.
Yes, that's also at the Humane Society. So we're also helping out with that, and that's the last day of school,
June
or the
4th.
Yeah, June 4th, and so we're also helping with that.
So this is a great commercial for the Avery Humane Society. If you need a dog, please call. Okay. What about you? What have you enjoyed this year?
Well, I also went to Oktoberfest with Jackson. We had the little, he said the little slide for all the kids and stuff. It was raining that day, so they had a little water park type of deal instead of an actual playground. But it was still, we had a great time there at the Oktoberfest.
Okay. Barry, tell me about your club, the number of members, and what you're planning to increase membership. That's something that clubs seem to always do, to think about ways to increase the number of members.
So when we started this club, we really wanted to focus on the students and what we were going to do for the students and let it be a student-based club. So that's where the Humane Society come into play. Last year, our students were the ones who really picked animals to work with. So we've partnered with them. Upcoming, we have just partnered with the YMCA and our school's health club to partner with its Special Olympics North Carolina, Next year, we will become a Project Unify school. So we are going to work with Special Olympics students from across the state. Hopefully, we're going to have our own games. In a couple of weeks, we're going to take a field trip to the Mitchell County Games just to cheer on our athletes. So that's a really big upcoming thing, and we've already started recruiting a lot of students who are interested in Special Olympics to join our club through that. So we're always looking for new events, new ways to add, and then students just come to us interested with anything, and we can find events that match interest.
About how many members you have right
We
now?
have 25 right now.
Okay, that's a good number.
We're growing, and it's grown, it's doubled in the last year since we started.
Okay. Now, Project Unify might be something the baseball team could get involved with. Any thoughts about that?
Yeah, we've actually, at the start of the season, we actually came together and we had a conference about this, and a lot of the guys on the team, they were really excited about an opportunity to help the special needs kids in the county, and that we thought that was something that would really be important to us and would really help us, not just come together as a team, but as individuals come together and be better after doing something like that. So we're really excited about that.
Yes, has this Project Unify been something to pull your club together and really rally around the cause?
I think so. I think next year when we become a Project Unify school, that will really, once people hear about that in the high school, they'll want to come and hear what that's about and learn more about it and be involved in that, because that's a really special opportunity to be a part of, and I'm really excited to do that.
Any activity that you're looking at in the future that think would be really good for Interact to be involved with?
I'm not really sure off the top of my head. Miss Barrier might know a couple.
Okay. That's a way to pass it on. Miss Barry, other ideas other than Project Unify?
So we are sponsoring or working with Humane Society, so that's going to be an ongoing thing. With Project Unify, that's going to be our main focus for the next school year. We are kicking off with a Spread the Word to End the Word campaign, and we're actually working with Appalachian State students on that as a school-wide, and then hopefully go to middle schools and continue that off too, to open it up to younger students. And then our students also have expressed interest in working with the elderly population. So we're looking next year into maybe going into the hospice care homes. There's a youth program for hospice that we were looking at. And then also going to the word just left me, the day, elderly, what is this called?
Hospice?
No, it's in Newland. It's beside the the health department.
Oh, Senior Center.
Senior Center, thank you. Just had a senior moment there. So
You're not old enough to have a senior moment.
looking at going in there and working with them and just doing some day events with them. So.
Well, you did the kids at Oktoberfest with outdoor little play area. What about senior citizens? What do you think you might be able to do with them?
That's a good idea. We could probably have some really good bingo. That'd be
Yeah.
they would love that. Yeah, a little bingo night. That'd be sweet. Yeah.
Well, that'd be great. Guess any ideas you have?
Well, we have Jackson here, who is the best storyteller of all. So I'm sure he can come up with some type of story to get the elderly involved in. That they'll probably have a good time with that.
How are you going to handle that? The master storyteller.
Well, I think, one thing what I used to do as a kid is I used to listen to Jerry Clower CDs.
I got it all in my phone.
You got Jerry Clower?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Well, I used to listen to those, and I would go to the school, like the big talent shows or whatever, and I would recite those. And a lot of the older people, they really like that. So I think, like she said, I tell stories. Great. No, I'm serious about
Now,
it.
your favorite Jerry Clower story is what?
It's the one where they were out hunting coon with Uncle John.
Yeah.
And the lynx got up in the tree, and they got up there and they got in a fight with the lynx.
Knock him out, John.
Knock him out. It won't be long. And they got up there, and that's definitely my favorite one that I like.
Shoot up amongst us when I was got to have some
Absolutely.
relief. Yeah.
That's right.
It's pretty good. That's all right. So you're a Jerry Clower fan.
I am. My dad, he used to think it was funny to make me tell those stories, so he had the great idea of saying, hey, do that at the talent show, and a lot of people really liked it. So I started doing that up until about 5th grade. That's what I would do at the talent show.
Okay, we might have to bring you back there, Shining Stars
have to.
performance, and let you do a preliminary talent show there. That'd be good. Miss Berry, coming in to a relatively new club, even though Interact was a part of Avery High School a few years ago. What do you hope these young people will get out of being part of Interact?
So my main goal is for them to understand and see the service life. So focus on helping the community, thinking globally, and not thinking as individuals. So thinking of the bigger picture and seeing what they can do, what little impact they can do here can impact large scale. So my goal is just to become more service-minded people and really look at ways to help others.
Being a sophomore, you've got a couple more years in Interact. When you graduate, what do you hope Interact will help you do during your high school years and in your future?
Well, yeah, I would really like to, I'll be in Interact Club for now until I graduate high school, of course, unless it, I don't know, disappears or something. But
we're not going to let her disappear.
I just want to make sure I help out the community and do my part and everything until whenever, and then after high school, help out everything too. So yeah,
it's really important to understand giving back, and that's really what this is all about. Jackson, what do you hope Interact will do for you in your future?
Well, I hope a lot of people go into different clubs, have something to put on their college resume or like a resume builder. But I think Interact is different in that it's really more about the kind of person you are. It's about you want to go out and you want to help these people and you want to change their life and change your life at the same time and really become a better person doing it. So that's what I hope to achieve in all my years here.
That's a pretty good answer. Tell that as a story. Cassie, your hopes for Interact.
Well, as I continue to be in Interact this year and next year, I hope that the more experiences I'm involved in can somehow help my community in a way. And as I go off to college and in the later future, that I can help bring back to my community as much as possible.
Now, talking about college, most colleges have a Rotaract Club, which is the next level of Interact. So
yes,
maybe you can be the president of your Rotaract Club. You got a 30-second commercial to encourage other students at Avery High School, especially those rising ninth graders, to be part of Interact. What would you tell them in your 30-second commercial?
In my 30-second commercial, I would probably tell them how much fun we have in Interact Club and all the great events that they get to be a part of, because in these events, this is community oriented and it is giving back to the community, but it's not boring stuff. It's not like we're having a good time while we're doing this. Whenever we're helping the animals or whenever we start helping in the hospice homes and the senior homes, we're having a good time. We're helping them, and it not only helps them, but it helps us too.
Very good. Your 30-second commercial.
Well, like you say, if I was talking to rising ninth grade students specifically, I think one of the big challenges for rising ninth grade students is to become integrated into the high school community. Right. As a lot of them have trouble with their classes and with the difficulty of everything, but Interact really brings those kids together. It gives them something to work together for. It gives them sort of a unity that can make them feel more comfortable in high school, and it would really just make their overall experience better.
Important part of the ninth grade year is finding a group to belong to. So you hit that on the head. And your 30-second commercial.
I would probably tell the rising ninth graders, like, the biggest thing when I joined, this is the first club that I've actually, immersed myself into all the way. So the first thing I'd tell them is probably just to actually go ahead and join and, get past that first part, because it's scary, trying to get into a new club with a bunch of different people and everything and, immerse yourself in everything. So I'd probably just tell them to actually join, and you'll have a great time. I've had a great time volunteering at Oktoberfest and everything. It was awesome. So yeah.
Very good. Ms. Berry, your 30-second commercial to encourage students at the high school to be part of Interact.
Okay, so Interact is a way to join a club and be around people. We have freshmen through seniors, so you get to meet new people. So upcoming freshmen, that's a great way to get involved. But also Interact provides opportunities for leadership. So we're sponsored by Rotary. Every summer there's a RILA camp where it's a youth leadership camp. There's so many opportunities that can arise from joining this club other than just serving your community and being a part of something. So Interact is great. We'd love to see anyone. We meet twice a month, every Tuesday in my room. So.
And you have the support of 1.2 million Rotarians in over 500 clubs around the world. So very proud of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.